It's a celebratory episode of Walk with the Wolves. We're now available on Altitude Network, and with a two-time All-American joining up to lead off this episode, a lot to look forward to. Brandon Kliesen is up first. Jen Gomez from volleyball, she'll chat with us shortly, and also a look at the baseball and softball winter academy that CSU-Pueblo hosts every year. Welcome to Walk with the Wolves, all access with CSU-Pueblo Athletics. Welcome to midfield of the ThunderBowl. Bryant Johnson with Brandon Kliesen. You've been punting on this field for 4 years. You hold the all-time record here for punts, for distance, for yards. Had an 87-yard punt on this field. When you look around, what are you going to miss as you pursue these professional aspirations?
Well, one thing I'm not going to miss is wind that we got going on right now. But yeah, I'll just miss the guys. It's just a cool camaraderie that we have. We spend a lot of time together. All summer, winter, and fall, obviously, but they're a cool group of guys that hang around, and the coaches are just as cool.
But it's hard at any program to arrive your redshirt freshman year, earn a starting spot, and then you don't give that job back until you graduate. You've averaged almost 45 yards per punt every single season. Why do you think you were able to take this job and not let it go?
Just coming from high school, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, but once I got here, I got all practice to spend on it, and I just kind of tried to master my craft is kind of how I looked at it.
Brandon is a two-time All-American. He's from just down the road at Pueblo South, and you're definitely in the running for a legitimate professional career. But skill position players, that's who we talk about during combines before the April draft. Totally different approach for kickers and punters. Enlighten us. What is the process for somebody in your position?
They'll do some of the skill stuff, bench, all that, 40 time and that, but as far as drills, they'll have us go kick, and they'll talk to us they'll pretty much chart you and tell you about your weaknesses, your strengths, and what you need to, they'll try and help you out a little bit too and tell you what you need to do to ensure yourself.
Well, they don't know about Brandon Kliesen, all-around football player. They don't know about that Black Hills State tackle, do they?
No, they'll have to look that one up.
It's something that special teams players aren't unknown for, but you've had your moment on the field, and we've heard a lot of attention because of the Kevin Huber hit, the punter for the Cincinnati Bengals, who had a vertebrae cracked and broke his jaw. Well, punters are defenseless players too. So what is the approach when you're involved in a tackle?
It doesn't even always have to be a tackle. If you push them out of bounds, you push them out of bounds. But luckily, in high school playing linebacker, I kind of learned to have a little awareness. So hopefully I'm more prepared for something like that to happen than he was. But, it's just kind of, you're looking out for yourself when you're back there, but hopefully it doesn't come down to that. Hopefully you hang it up there.
Well, there's no time during the season to worry about becoming a better tackler. Yeah. It's the same at Pueblo as it is at a lot of colleges. You have about, 5 to 10 minutes at the start of practice where you're with the team, and then what happens?
On your own, when you find time, you kick from the sidelines to the field goal post. You go down to the other side of the field. If everybody's on one side, you're on the other side. You got to make your own time, really, because most of the time they're using all the field.
Well, and we saw when the Baltimore Ravens put forth a championship run in January that there was a post-game celebration where they were all wearing what T-shirts?
Punters are people too T-shirts.
Punters are people too. This is kind of a new phenomenon. Do you have a shirt?
I don't have a shirt, but I do have my Twitter and stuff like that I put my name
Your Twitter handle is?
Punters are people too.
Punters are people too. Why do you think there's just this obsession with kickers and punters being quirky people? I mean, you're normal. You're a normal guy. Why has this become the common conversation?
Some of them are odd ducks, to be honest. hate to put Greg on the spot, but Greg's a little quirky guy, our kicker last year. But it's a different position. You're not in on every play with everybody. You're by yourself most of the time, doing your own thing. But it's just kind of gotta make your own time to be with everybody else and kind of try and fit in. So.
Well, and who else would think of the idea to boom balls outside the inner ring of the ThunderBowl and send the future punter to retrieve those balls, knowing that there might be tarantulas and snakes around? What happened last year when you sent one into the stands and there was a discovery?
Well, the kid that's going to most likely be punting next year, Louie, kicked it over towards the back of the ring, back in the back of the end zone, and he went up there and there was like a 3-foot bull snake up there, and instead of just leaving it and getting the ball, he had to pick it up and twirl it around for a little bit and mess around with it. But there's also been tarantulas too. I didn't see him pick up that, but
punters are people too, right?
Yeah.
And this is what you do for fun on the side.
Oh yeah.
Now, you also have unique access to the head coach of CSU-Pueblo, knowing that John Riston is also the special teams coach. What kind of access has that provided to you that maybe a lot of other players haven't been able to receive?
You're closer to him at least. Like everybody else has their position coach, and you're just closer to the head coach. You just get to see a lot of him and be in on a lot of meetings. It's cool because he doesn't let us get complacent either. Every week people will laugh at us like, did you guys watch film? Like that, but he does make us watch. He makes us watch, do times as far as like hang time and distance, and he also tries to make sure that we kind of know what we did wrong so we can work on it all week.
That's 5 years you've been here.
Yeah.
2009 redshirting, earning the starting spot in 2010. What are you going to miss about this place?
Just being around. I'm gonna have to be a real student now. not a student athlete. I already get A's, but hopefully.
You're not gonna do some snake hunting, help out the team in the spring?
I heard they taste pretty good, but I don't know.
The things you learn with CSU-Pueblo football. Brandon, you're gonna have a great spring. You're going to how many regional combines?
I'll be going to 2 regional combines, and then I was invited to his name is Coach Zahner. He does a specialist combine too.
He does a big one in Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's probably the most well-known.
Yeah, it's pretty much if you don't get invited to the NFL combine, he says go there. So. Well,
Brandon, it's been exciting to watch you over the last 4 years. 2-time All-American. Every record that exists in the CSU-Pueblo punting record book is Mr. Kliesen's, and also one really memorable tackle against Black Hills State.
Yep.
Hey, we've got a lot going on in this episode. We'll chat with Jen Gomez a little later on from CSU-Pueblo Volleyball, but a special inside look at a winter baseball and softball academy. It's been here for 21 years in Pueblo. We'll show you an all-access look when we return to Walk with the Wolves, all access with CSU-Pueblo Athletics.
We will return to Walk with the Wolves after this quick commercial break.